Motivation, what it is and how it works. Scientists define motivation as your general willingness to do something. It is the set of psychological forces that compel you to take action. That's nice and all, but I think we can develop a more helpful definition of motivation. What is motivation? So what is motivation, exactly? The motivation was derived from the word motive, which means needs, desires, wants, or drives within the individuals. So motivation is the process that starts, guides, and maintains goal-oriented behaviors. It makes you act, whether getting a glass of water to diminish thirst or perusing a book to acquire information. Motivation includes the organic, close to home, social, and mental powers that actuate conduct. In regular use, the expression motivation depicts why an individual follows through with something. It is the main impetus behind human activities. I think this is the essence of motivation. Every choice has a price, but when we are motivated, it is easier to bear the inconvenience of action than the pain of remaining the same. Somehow we cross a mental threshold, usually after weeks of procrastination and in the face of an impending deadline. It becomes more painful not to do the work than to do it. Common misconceptions about motivation. One of the most surprising things about motivation is that it often comes after starting a new behavior, not before. We have this common misconception that reason arrives due to passively consuming a motivational video or reading an inspirational book. However, active inspiration can be a far more powerful motivator. Motivation is often the result of an action, not its cause. Even in small ways, getting started is a form of active inspiration that naturally produces momentum. I like to refer to this effect as the physics of productivity. Newton's first law applies to habit formation. Objects in motion tend to stay in motion. Therefore, it is easier to continue moving forward once a task has begun. You don't need much motivation once you've started a behavior. Nearly all of the friction in a task is at the beginning. After you start, progress occurs more naturally. In other words, it is often easier to finish a job than it was to start it in the first place. Thus, one of the keys to getting motivated is to make it easy to start. Thanks you for watching.